One of the families I had the privilege to meet with while I was at Hidhabu was the Debele family. Bekelu, who's the matriarch of the family, began to tell me what life was like before her community partnered with World Vision. The family, with little food to eat and no extra income, were forced to skip meals. Sometimes they would try and sell whatever they could find. And devastatingly for the family, they ended up marrying 4 of their 5 daughters early because they just could not bear the thought of their children starving at home. Bekelu, when she spoke about the marriages of her 4 daughters, was really like the pain was coming back all over again. Their eldest daughter was about 12 years old when she was married, and of course at 12 years a child is not physically ready, and her daughter went through an extremely long and difficult labor. Finally, it ended up that Bekelu's first grandchild died, and her eldest daughter nearly died that day. I think for her it was very traumatic, and when she spoke about it, I remember her using the word sold, that they had sold their daughter. Since Faisha was sponsored a few years ago, life for the Debele family has really changed dramatically. Faisha and his sister are now both in school. I was able to see that compared to the dryers that we were seeing driving in, we could all of a sudden see a vegetable garden that was growing and really thriving. On top of that, the family has been able to receive from World Vision an ox for plowing their fields, sheep that have multiplied threefold, as well as seeds and tools to produce vegetables. I think that the biggest change for the family since World Vision has been working in the community is that both Abara and Bekelu really feel that they're now in control of their own futures and that they're able to provide milk for their children. They've been able to plant seeds that are drought resistant that help them get through some of the dry spells. And I think secondarily to providing food for their family is that they can now afford to keep their children in school. That worry about whether they have to send their son off or their daughter to live with a much older husband has now been erased. In Hidhabu now, things have really changed dramatically for the community. Families are able to cultivate a wide variety of vegetables such as cabbage, carrots, and even green peppers. In the last year alone, we've had 300 farmers that have already been trained on diversifying their crops, on even drought-resistant plants that are able to provide for families even throughout these dry spells. School classrooms have been built, health clinics have opened where none were before, and now we've seen school enrollment rate in this area increase from just 57% to well over 85%. I think since World Vision began working with the community in Hidhabu, families have definitely become more resilient and much more educated. The shortage of food that we've seen in the community has decreased from 4 months to 2 months, but that still means that 2 months out of the year, parents find it hard to feed their children. And so World Vision will continue to partner with the community to make sure that there's a stronger and brighter future for these children.